Sundown, you've been hanging out with Zeke just a little bit. I don't know if you could hear his cackle in the background out there in the chat, but you can never really escape Zeke, can you?
No, you certainly can't. Trust me, I have tried. Doesn't work out well. He always finds his way back to you, just like a boomerang or a plastic bag drifting through the wind. But now we're here to try and make somebody's dreams light up like a firework, as Ranger is going to light up Blurry there for the Elim and the quick confirm. Half the lobby is down, 49 players left. 28 duos, Lupo.
Cypher and Ranger both trying to apply pressure to that little box there. They did, as you said, pick up one of those eliminations. Couldn't quite get the second one, though. Close. See a couple silhouettes on the backside. Looking in on Cypher and Rangers there. Cypher and Rangers, they're going to do a little heal sharing there. Make sure everybody's topped off. 3 eliminations total, 22 points at this point. Those shadow bombs going back and forth. Rangers going to have to use one to rotate. Cypher didn't necessarily need them, so a little share there so Cypher could rotate on the baller. Barl and Leno still making their move forward there, and you have quite a few players on rotation.
I want to give a shout out to Barl and Leno, another one of the Kangaro, kind of those free agent and friend group teams who kind of partner up, use their own resources, use their like-minded kind of attitudes to push each other towards the top. And them, like Epic Whale and Sealmat, have been requiring you pay attention, demanding that you know who their names are, because they've been putting themselves that far up the leaderboard as they now rotate through, currently sitting on 26 points. As we get into it in West, like I said, 1 spot up for grabs, but everyone who's not in the top spot still battling for their portion of the $1 million prize up for grabs.
They get a couple boxes here, looking to go for the wall replace, gets it, the shotgun shot, looks like a little bit of a whiff there, and the corner was edited up by the player inside the box. They do push inside, take ownership of that box and catch a break. Can't catch a break. Knocked out of this game. A little too easy on the joke there. Sorry. I mean, you can make your name that. I'm gonna go with it. Cakewalk, you know.
I mean, yep, cakewalk indeed, but no cake there. They were gonna eat that one all up. Leno and Barl sitting on 3 elims now with still a lot of players left, but it looks like one of their ballers actually got drilled out, so gonna be forced down onto 1. Unfortunately, does have a rift to go and going to lose the second baller again, so super unfortunate. Is something that happens occasionally inside of those 1x1, so instead gonna pop the rift, and it's so many up in the sky, Luke.
I counted about 384 players on rotation there. That's not real, chat, just so you know, but there are, we're creeping up on 15 total duos remaining. I think right now there are 21. Maxi and another player making their way up to 21 duos, 36 players total. See the top left corner of the screen. Keep in mind, this is one of the more difficult rotations. We're starting to get to the point where players are going to get choked out from the size of the circle. A lot of people moving in past the trees, too. Stritzer does go down. Barl gets that knock. The player trying to fly in. There are still 3 more up in the sky. 22 shield, 24.
Yep, and immediately trying to stick with that player as soon as he gets the first target, letting go of that first shot accuracy and just hoping the rate of fire plus bloom equals a knockdown. Does there enough to pick up RNG Knucklo as Barl also gets Stritzer. So this is that Kangara duo now running the high ground, will be able to convert into what is their 5th elimination.
There's like 4 different tags from the stink there. Excellent, excellent damage.
Oh, he got it. He got rifted up, and then Summertime got ticked off by the storm. So the change that was put in about, I believe, 4 patches ago into the arena and tournament mode, I believe regular playlist, where if you damage the player and then the storm ticks them out, you do get that elimination credit.
Storm, I think fall damage, the same thing applies to if they end up, just jumping off of the structure and getting knocked by that. Well, that's actually a pretty big shift too, because oftentimes in previous events we've seen players get almost get a knockdown, then 1 storm tick, even to the point where some people would throw themselves out in the storm to avoid giving a point. Doesn't work this time. 15 duos remaining. We're at the point now where everybody's picking up that first 3 points for placement. 18 players down to 13 duos, and the top of this tree may potentially block a little bit of movement. 94 pump shot into the SMG spray. Winter time going down.
Great work from Leno there, making sure he follows it up as we are now inside that second threshold. You can see on the right-hand side of your screen, so 5 points for everybody left in the lobby. The next one they're looking for is top 5. Then it's the victory route. Ranger is down and ticking out, so it's only Cypher left looking at the wide shot. You have Barl in your top right. Leno, his partner, in the bottom right as they run through the high ground. Everyone else on the low ground and at their mercy. You have Dolan getting picked up by one of those stray grenades that were just fired on into the fray. You have J-Bud and Spark trying to tarp off above them, but they eat one of the stray grenade launchers, and now Leno is working his way down, looking to find whatever he can. J-Bud gets knocked. Barl still running the high ground. This is what you see a lot from the high ground pairs. When they know they've secured it and need to push for elims, they send one person up top to hold the angle and another person to work top to bottom. Both of the Fusen duo go down. It's a 2v1, v1, v1. Arthlano trying to get outside the lobby. Barl raining in shots towards him, picks that one up. Leno now walls himself off. 2v1. Leno and Barl close out the rest of the lobby. 16 eliminations and the victory round. 26 points, going from 24